Sure did. Oh shit.
Get off.
Want that. Game, please. That works. All right. Let's go stock back up on that, because I think it's probably just going to be a grenade, but it might be more health. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Let me in.
They have erected an electromagnetic barricade. Maybe expecting UG or cyborg attacks, huh?
Oh, I have to set them to... Oh, yeah, of course. Duh. This is Metal Gear. What the fuck was I thinking?
Raiden, wait. We're picking up a wireless transmission near your position. From the frequency, most likely an enemy data terminal. Check it out. We may be able to salvage some intel.
Hacking complete. Yay. Well, let's go do that.
Let's begin with a quick warm-up, shall we? Check the Soliton radar on the upper right.
Okay, yeah, we already did this one before.
Point marked on the display. You can jump over obstacles, but the ninja run will get you across them more quickly and easily. You can also attack while in motion with the ninja run, you know. Swinging your blade while dashing, for example, or striking your foes with a sliding attack.
There we go. Fuck, missed him. All right. What was our time on that? Oh, these tutorials don't even have a time ranking. Never mind. Well, fuck that. Then we'll actually go do this. This should be the practice for the cutting, right?
Your body comes equipped with a technique we call blade mode. Let's begin by assuming the fighting position. Good. Now use blade mode to strike all of the targets.
Cut the cubes!
Now remember, blade mode exacts a heavy toll on your fuel cells. Replenish your energy by attacking enemies. Your blade will absorb their electrolytes automatically. Try restoring your fuel cells back to maximum now.
Yeah, kill some
Standard
things.
cyborgs you can dismember immediately, no problem. Other foes will not fall so easily. You will first need to attack and damage them to some degree.
And done.
And now, the Zandatsu technique, or the stab and grab as some call it. Activate blade mode with full fuel cells, and you will automatically analyze the ideal cutting position. Execute it successfully, and you will seize your foe's self-repair unit and restore some of your vitality. Now, try it for yourself. Take the enemy's repair unit before he falls.
Well, timed that one great. Probably not quite what they intended, but that works.
Next, let's review special attacks. Approach a target from the rear or above without being noticed, and you can eliminate them with a single strike. I call it the ninja kill.
Thanks, Doc. I guess my favorite move is steak and shake.
Finally, a word about your enhanced AR. Enhanced AR adds several layers of information to your augmented reality vision. Use it for additional intel on your enemies or to see new aspects of your surroundings. Just remember, enhanced AR is automatically disabled as soon as you attack.
Or run. I did it. Yeah, it's just detective mode. Let's be real. It's just Batman's detective mode. All right, this was what we actually unlocked. Eliminate all enemies. First place, 40 seconds. Second place, 1 minute. Third place, 1 minute, 20 seconds. I've heard these get ridiculous by the end. Oh, fucking hell. Really? I missed it? Ah, shit. Oh, fuck. God, I really fucking hate this camera. Shit. I keep hitting left trigger by accident. Wait, I was at full, wasn't I? Oh, shit. Well, it's not. And apparently I didn't parry in time. Interesting. There we go. What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I'm getting practice on this move at least. Yay. Guys, I'm gonna be real. I'm not having fun. I'm not enjoying this. The game. I'm not enjoying the game, Zelenak. I'm not having fun. I'm gonna take a break to kind of recollect myself, and then we'll get back to it when we come back. Have we gone further than the last time you tried? Nope. Alright, let's drop some eggs. Ah, shit. Bubba's list broke. Then let's try this. That's a lot. Okay. Thank you for the gift sub bombs. I think it was Zero Wings fan, Espionata, and Bramnet. I think there was one more that snuck in there at some point too. Yep, Captain Joe. Thank y'all for subbing and gift sub and resubbing, guys. Your eggs tonight are courtesy of the following people. From Heavy Base. Don't let Veriti hear this.
You will give me an...
Is that a piranha?
egg.
Not so loud. She'll hear you.
Did someone say piranha?
Egg.
Oh no.
Heavy Base also... Oh, no, that's a video. We'll play that one in a minute. I don't know why nothing else is loading. Oh, there we go. From Derek, Stanley Parable narrator egg.
Stanley found an egg. He will now go give it to Whisker. Stanley,
Oh.
where are you going? Wait, don't go back into the closet. Not again.
I was like, wait a minute. What?
Stanley found an egg. He will now go give it to Whisker. Stanley, where are you going? Wait, don't go back into the closet. Not again.
This is a present from me to you. Look at your
From
lap.
John, Rosa Rap. Oh, no.
Well, friend, I look forward to meeting you again.
Be bigger. The melons and be bigger.
I'm glad that was the first DK shitpost we had gotten after playing DK64 on Saturday. Oh my god. Xylonock, did you? Yeah, you did send this one in today as well. You will give me the alternate costume from Xylonock.
You will give me... Gray Fox.
That also works. And Heavy Base sends in. Heavy Base says hi.
Hello there, I am Heavy Base. I thought I might just say hello. Nothing irrelevantly random's gonna pop up, I just wanted to say hi. How's everyone doing?
Hello there, boys and girls. 'Tis I, Panthoro,
salutations and greetings. And with that being said, I'm out of here. Bye-bye, boys and girls. I've been Panzoro. Panzoro away! Well, fuck.
Thanks for the egg, Heavy Base. All right, I'm gonna go for break. I'm gonna go stretch for a minute, honestly. Just not feeling it right now. I'll go take a break. I'll grab some Co-Coms. I'll get some chocolate or something to me get a little bit of energy up. And we'll give it another try. I'm not ready to give up on it just yet. I want to at least get to where I got last time I played it before I just throw it out. Because I know there's good stuff in here. But man, is it not grabbing me right now. I've been actually, for those wondering, I'm doing all the side stuff to keep my interest. That's why I'm doing the codex and everything. Because I'm not interested in it right away. That's why I'm doing all that other stuff. Alright, we'll see you after the break. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Just checking something here quickly.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's a Monday.
Yeah, I'm feeling that today.
Oh, I have today off, which is nice.
Nice.
How's it going, chat?
It's K-Head.
It's a K-head. I'm here sometimes. Just sometimes.
And today is a sometimes.
Happy March 10th. Indeed.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, I guess everywhere else is March 10th. I still got 2 hours to go.
I got an hour. Central Time.
All right, let me read a couple quick donations. Go to Art Block, and then we'll give the game another shot. Derek DTH says, "Hey John, today just happens to be my birthday. Yo, happy birthday! You share a birthday with Tom Fox."
Indeed.
Went to see the Sonic movie during the weekend, and it was actually decent. Also, I found out today I share the same birthday with Eggman's VA Mike Pollock, so happy birthday to him as well. Nice. And like I said, you share a birthday with Tom Fox, so there you go. Multiple birthdays.
Oh, the birthdays. Happy birthday, everyone.
Aries says, "Yeah, I haven't been around because we just got a new puppy, and getting her to calm down at night has been a pain. Hopefully I'll eventually be back to shenanigans when she learns to calm her butt. So I will see you in a year, because that's how puppies tend to be." You will be missed, Ari.
Oh, puppy.
Ryden's ass says, "Just making sure to draw as much attention as possible." Perfect. Co-Com feeds up for you, by the way, Genzo.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah. Pyro says, "In the words of Axel," got it memorized. Ah, yes, the shared VA. Solid Six says, Colonel, Colonel, the make machines that moo like a cow. I assume that's supposed to be Colonel, they make machines that moo like a cow. I'm assuming the Y got missed there. Thank you, Solid Snake.
Imagine.
Transhomu says, "A fun Abkhazia facts: the area in Georgia, or the area is in Georgia, and it is in dispute with Russia. It has some level of independence from the rest of the country. Also, I'm finally, for the first time ever, on my own fully. I'm 27, but better late than never to get my own place. Congrats, Homu.
Congrats,
Enjoy."
man. It's a big deal moving out on your own.
She's actually getting used to shit a lot faster than you'd imagine for a puppy. Okay, well that's not bad then, Ari. Well, maybe you won't be in trouble as much as you thought, or as I thought, rather. Happy early birthday, twin. Your birthday is March 11th. You got a day and 2 hours on my side here.
Enjoy your last day not being 1 year older.
And yeah, I guess someone brings up a good point there. Don't worry about like getting out of your family's place late. Like, it's a cultural thing. I know some people that are like well older than you that still like live with their parents, but it's just a cultural thing. It's just not a big deal. And others, you know, they have to take care of their family, so it also isn't a big deal because it makes a lot of sense. So like, there's plenty of reasons to still be living with your parents 27 and onwards. Like, don't worry about it. All right, let's do an art block.
Art!
And, you know, money. Touche, also a good point.
Yeah, that's, right now it's kind of hard to get that money.
Yeah, that's an understatement. All right. There we go. So back when Chugga was LPing Chrono Trigger, I had the idea for a version of the game where significant characters were replaced by the cast of TRG and others associated with them. I called this theoretical game Chrono TRG, and I theorized which character would match which person. Emil would be Chrono, Luca would be... Luca. etc. And the person who I decided would make a good frog was Bagel, of course. Totally just Bagel. Definitely not any spoiler-related twists here. The frog theme Frog has would be replaced with a cat theme, but he still attacks with his foes with Death Water. You also wouldn't see it from this angle, but the sprite would have a tail, too. Chords beware, Bagel has a sword now.
That's a pretty dope-ass sprite.
Subtlety. And then they followed up with even more subtlety. Here's an alternate version of the Bagel sprite with glasses instead of an eye patch. I wonder why I made this. Anyways, the glasses wrap around the head and are more like pseudo goggles. Subtlety. Thanks, Keegan. Next up. Oh my god, Jasper, you did it. Amazing.
Nice.
Expand fear. I think I found my Buru glitch. It's making everything scary. That and it maybe making buff versions of everything. Are dual curses allowed? Either way, here's Scary Kong. Yes, I think a couple of people have duels, so you're fine. It's beautiful. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, he shrunk. He's not scary anymore.
Uh-oh. He's tiny DK. Oh, boy.
Watched a Fortune Cookie VOD 2 days ago after the fact. Want to submit art to the Buru again, but physical this time, not digital. Saw a single-celled organism say they have to go to jail. Sure, why not? Perfect.
Nice.
The crime committed that they make disaster pants. Thanks, Pomegranate. Next up, uh-oh. I feel like something odd is about to happen. Surprise! Oh, I knew it.
I saw this earlier.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Miku!
Today, March 9th, is Miku's birthday. 3 can mean me, and 9 can mean ku in Japanese, and my first prank is turning restyling John's hairstyle to Miku's. Happy Miku Day. Hee hee hee. I like how it's just, all you did was just restyle my hair, not either turn me into a Miku lookalike, turn me into a girl Miku, or put me in the outfit. It's just, oh, I've just got long hair now. I guess it could have been worse. Thank you. Thank you, I did it. And then I say that, and then 2 steps over from Yoke.
Say it was gonna happen.
Yeah, so I drew this because today's Miku Day. Maybe? Anyways, the boys are here. All right, we've got Miku John, we've got Actual John, we've got Rosa John, and we've got Pon Pon. The gang's all here. Thanks, Yoke. I like it. There you go. We also got a little plush me now because of that. Next up. A bit of a mini rant of hearing the talk of what to do to keep healthy from the virus or whatever. Damn flu of the week is spreading for the umpteenth time from everyone. Wash your goddamn hands, people. It helps. Derp to aisle groceries, own everything. I don't think that tip is going to help me stay healthy with what I work with. That one guy, he'll go to the bathroom and never wash their hands. That one guy who clearly is sick and coughing up a lung and sucks at covering their mouth and will cough on everything but refuse to leave because they take forever to get what they want. That one guy who smells like they don't believe in baths for weeks. That one person who's dealing with a cold because their kids got one. That one kid who's still sick but wants to help their parents by touching everything. And insert about 20 other types of people who are sick that you see at a store because they are either stubborn people that want their stuff or really don't give a crap about their health or others' health or just that spiteful. Also can't wear a mask or gloves because they get in the way of working with the aisles. Well, you're boned. Brewer Curse Emporium, you do what you voodoo. How can I be of service? If the curse hasn't been called dibs yet, can I have the curse to get dragged into a game on stream or drag others into the game in a stream, please? And thank you. You're not shoving people into a Souls game if it gets brought up, are you? About bullshit? I won't. Yeah, that more so like a take care of yourself kind of deal. But yeah, like it really only works the most effective if other people are actually taking care of themselves. I'm kind of hoping this whole scare is really going to actually make people a bit more self-aware. And unfortunately, all it's done is really up the rate of toilet paper being bought. So, we're fucked as a society, I think is what I'm trying to say. Herd immunity exists normally. We just don't have it for this yet.
Nope.
And that's how I like to believe. That's how I manage to pop up once in a while in these comics. And do please wash your hands, people, and avoid working in a retail store that requires you to go in and touch everything that every goddamn people like to rub their hands all over, because you'll probably be in the same boat as I'm probably going to be when some sickness decides to stroll by for another boxing match. While wishing I was even remotely joking what type of people are in these comics you'll see in a store, yay, says as he has to prepare to go to said work. Apologize for the mini rant and posting this in the Brewer. I just didn't want to upload it on Twitter and risk getting in trouble with said retail store, and I wish I was joking about this statement as well. Well, I think I know what place you work at, and yes, you probably did choose wisely to just do this. We survived swine flu and Ebola. We'll survive this. Stop hoarding the TP. Man, like, apparently people were lined up at one of our local Costco's at like 10 minutes before opening, and everyone just ran in for toilet paper. It's fucking ridiculous.
Jeez. The thing hasn't gotten here yet, but oof. It's bad in places.
Dude, we only have 2 cases in Calgary. 2 known cases.
Wow.
Yeah, no, people are they're just immediately, like, panicking.
Oh yeah, it's crazy right now. The fever has gotten absurd.
Why are people hoarding toilet paper? 2 reasons. One of the main producers of toilet paper produces their stuff in China, and due to production being down there, there's gonna actually be a shortage. Not like extreme, like it might be like a week or 2 out, I think is what they were saying, but because production's already starting back up down there. But that was one of the things they said they were gonna be short on. Like, what company owns Crest? Is that not Procter & Gamble? Not Arm & Hammer. I don't know. Whatever company it is, they said there was going to be actual, like, issues. So that's why people were stocking up specifically on toilet paper. The other thing is, if you get sick, you might use toilet paper for blowing in your nose. Otherwise, and also, if you're too sick to go out, you aren't going to be getting toilet paper anytime soon. So people are, like, getting ready for, like, a 2-week quarantine by stocking up on toilet paper. Colgate Palmolive. Thank you, Drake. Crest is owned by Procter & Gamble. Oh, it is Procter & Gamble. Never mind. Okay, well, then, yeah. Well, anyways, there's going to be shortage on stuff like that. Or there was perceived to be. I don't know exactly. But that's why some people are panicking and buying weird stuff. Next up. Banana Slammer. Blast from the past time with Donkey Kong punching a dinosaur from Fortune Cookie August 19th. Shit, what game were we playing that we punched a dinosaur's DK? Oh yeah, that was Dino Crisis. Never mind, I remember now.
Oh yeah.
Good time. It even says up there, Dino Crisis. I should have caught that sooner. Oh my god. The common joke in the Discord over the continued survival of everyone's favorite flying city murder sim is Bioshock Infinitely in second place. If that's what they want, then that's what they'll get. Oh yeah, and take it from someone who's played this game, John. You can't escape it. It could wind up in 4th place next poll, and you'll find it as the first preloaded choice the next time you go to the site. It could stay in 2nd place for all 12 polls of the year, and your first game clearing stream of 2021 would have it as the game entered into Twitch. There's always a man, there's always a city, there's always some variant of genetic slug superpower juice for people to hop up on. I mean, I was more like, when I went to bed, Bioshock Infinite was like in 5th or 6th on the poll. I was like, in my mind, I was thinking, it'll probably get 4th unless people just pushed for the meme. And then people pushed for the meme because I made like a, hey, you've got a couple hours left to vote post, and it magically shot up like 2 places. So, yeah, I think that's going to be on there for the rest of the year at this rate.
I imagine.
The funny part was, I thought this time around I had picked a pretty good list of games. I'm like, this is the list that will be like, that people will want. Like, there's gonna be like there's so many games here that people want, like, it'll get bumped off. It'll be a new 2 games getting moved over. Nope.
Well, I mean, it was, and then memes happened.
Then memes. Never. Like, literally a meme game was what won, so I can't say anything. Next up from Spaz. Footloose, here comes a fucking goose. Also, Goose is supposed to be wearing shorts in this pic. Sorry if it doesn't come across as the picture itself. No, I'm assuming that's what the lines were for. So there you go. And she's got her Terms of Service shirt on. Perfect. Thank you, Spaz.
Of course.
To show the power of flex tape, I saw this halberd in half. You what? That's a lot of damage. Wasn't sure about posting this on the Buru, but hey, John was technically on a stream, so I guess it counts. Whoever made this joke in Dan's chat on the stream, you're welcome, by the way. Yeah, that was, so yesterday Dan and I played through on his channel all of Kirby Superstar. So we beat that entire game. And there was lag, so that was an experience. From Scourge. Ah, great stream. That Buru curse, though, sounds scary. Wonder if I'll get it. Nah. Curses, huh? Silly. Part 1 of my Buru, as I accidentally misspelled it here. Transcript in case my sucking handwriting is unreadable. Ah, great stream. That Buru curse, though, sounds scary. Wonder if I get it. Nah, curses, ha, silly. And part 2. The next morning. Huh? What the? Yeah, why do I look inky? Is this the Buru curse? Huh? It doesn't seem so bad. off pretty easily. Ah! Fuck! The ink is slippery.
Oh, he's
there
got
you go.
slippery shoes.
He's got permanent slippery shoes. I'm sorry you've been Luigi'd, Scourge. Hopefully you'll be okay. Here comes Egg the Ripper. Yeah, seems this damn Buru Voodoo of mine has turned Raiden into an egg. Guess Jack's not all he's cracked up to. God damn it, James.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Next up. Hey, Negative, now that I'm free from John's PC, shall I use my brush to make you human again? Go for it. Da-da-da-da-da. Yay, my first good deed for the BBA. Amanda, what the fuck did you do? Actually, I think I'm happy the way I am.
Yeah.
Might be text heavy. Yeah, I figure that freeing Alita from the PC, or Alita from the PC made her inherit me and raise curses. It's possible the reverse would occur, and she's trying to free me of mine, wouldn't it? So that's the reason I went into being turned into Sonic. I believe. Oh, right. The reason I went from being turned into a Sonic OC as my Brood Voodoo was that I was bullied and harassed in high school for drawing Sonic OCs and fan art to the point where I was afraid to open a sketchbook. And I have to admit that having the art block and the egg pack around has definitely helped me with getting over that event. And it's nice to welcome back a part of me that I've locked up deep inside since 2013, 7 years ago. Basically, I really wanted to use this post to say thank you, John, along with the other artists in the egg pack, the Proton Discord, and most of all, the chat. Seeing you all laugh and appreciate the comics, drawings, egg videos, and other crazy stuff I've made has really helped me accept who I really am. So thank you all once again for giving me the courage I need to express myself, my real self. As for the Johniverse, I think I'll stay a hedgehog even after the Buru Voodoo dies down, if it ever dies down, that is. I mean, I'm happy that we've had that kind of effect. That's kind of like one of the things I hoped for, honestly, was like people getting more comfortable with like doing art and creating more stuff. I didn't think it would be a case where we're like it would help people get over like previous like trauma and like people like being dicks to them, but like I'm happy it's had that effect. Because I know it's you and a number of other artists have had that same mentioned similar things to me too, so glad to be of service, honestly. And thank you for doing what you've done.
We like to build each other up here.
Exactly.
Everyone's awesome.
It's only vaguely stream related, but after I watched the VOD, I got interested in Murder by Numbers. I'm a fan of Phoenix Wright, and I like the characters, even though I've never played Picross before. Probably the better game recommendation I've gotten from you, seeing as the last one was Knights of Azure 2. Enough said. Yo, it's not my fault you saw that game and you were like, yeah, I want this. Apparently we had just literally stopped before the bath scene in that game too, so apparently we stopped at the right time. Or the wrong time, depending on who you asked. Next up, Dracula Raiden. Thank you, Waluigi. I like Meta Gear. It is a meta joke if you go for it that way.
Basically.
Next up, from Mel, Rosa Raiden. Started this just after John began his game clearing stream. Here's Rosa John dressed as Raiden from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Hope you like it. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate it. Cyborg boobs. They can be resized at any size thanks to nanomachines, son. And the last post. Meet John Allah. I guess that's how you would say it because it's ooh la la. So John Allah, the top dancing reporter from Space Channel Egg. Also, John, do you know that there's a new Space Channel 5 game for VR on PlayStation 4 now? We kind of want to see it happen. I don't own VR. I don't own a VR setup.
PSVR?
No, I don't own a PSVR. Back when we had a donation thing for getting a VR headset, we had enough, and I was going to get what's the one that Steam is putting out now? The one that Half-Life Alyx, not the Vive. It's the one that Half-Life Alyx was a push for.
Don't remember that one.
I literally can't remember. Index. Thank you, chat. I knew chat would know. Index, yeah. I was gonna get the Index, and then you couldn't order them in Canada.
Of course.
So that's kind of just been put on the back burner. So it's just like, I think they might be available now. They might still be delayed. I'm not sure. Worst case scenario, I don't know. I'm scared to get into VR, man. Because the worst part is then it's gonna be like people are gonna be like, oh, you should get VR chat now, and I know myself. I know what my avatar will be.
Oh
and
no!
I'm gonna leave it at that. Bye, everybody. Let's go back to the game.
See you, everybody.
It'd be Dante.
We're done here.
It'd be Dante.
I think it'd be Waluigi with glasses.
Nah, it would likely be Dante from Devil May Cry. Like, as funny as it would be to literally just be running around as Rosa John, just like a random big-titted anime girl. It would likely be Dante. So that, like I've said numerous times, like that character means a lot to me. So That would likely be why I'd pick that avatar. Yup, I'm expecting Big Boop Dante. God damn it, now it's been said out loud. Alright. Let's give this another try, I guess.
Once more with feeling. Gusto.
The question is, what will the feeling be this time? First off, I'm going to turn this down a bit, because it's going to overpower you and me in this case. There we go. Consider it done. God damn it, Mel! Thank you.
You knew what he said out loud would happen.
Yeah, right? I know.
Alright, moving on. Alright, let's get the boobs and move on.
One of these days, I'm actually just going to show up like, here's a list of all the things I want to be drawn as today. Please indulge me. And then everyone will lose respect for me, because then the secret's out.
Honestly, people would lose respect for you for that.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck. I hate it when you're right, dude. Fuck.
Alright.
Alright. No, I'm trying to remember because you can't. Yeah, you can't Prince of Persia wall run in this game.
No. There you go. God, I haven't played this game in so long.
Yeah, it's been a long time for me too, and I don't know why it just wasn't meshing with me earlier. Like it just didn't feel right.
There are parts of this game I really enjoyed, but there's a lot in the middle that was just
made it back to
I found extremely boring to bad.
Safe and sound. No repairs necessary. Some routine maintenance and she will be as good as new.
Good to hear. I'm guessing that thing doesn't come cheap.
Well, an old Soviet army friend gave me discount. He runs a PMC specializing in airborne warfare.
An Air Force for hire? That's a new one.
Ever since SOP, Mercs started to fill more and more regular combat duties. SOP ended, but the trend did not. Most every modern military relies on PMC support in one way or another.
Good news for Maverick, I suppose. Anyway, that's quite the little jet your friend has. I was expecting a lot of turbulence coming in that low, but she was smooth as...
Congrats, Sexion, on the new job.
Didn't feel like I was a bird exactly, but probably the next best thing.
The MQ-133C uses a brand new type of active adjustment control system. Sensors on the plane take readings 120 times a second, and to be honest, I don't know how it works. But the crew chief tells me this is what keeps her flying so steady.
I gave up.
It is all state-of-the-art.
I can think it was the heavy.
There are only 3 of them in the
gunfire.
entire world.
I saw someone say, "Hey Nico, and my cousin, let's go bowling."
Based on is only 2 years old. It is fitted specially for Cyborg, so maybe demand is a bit low now, but I think that will change soon, eh?
Getting into the market early, Boris?
Its guts are all bleeding edge, but from the outside, it looks almost retro.
Until recently, stealth aircraft design was focused on radar-absorbing materials and improving aerodynamics. But lately, engineers are trying to use the shape of the craft
No,
to
it's
do
cracked
more
my
than
neck like 3
improve
times.
gas mileage.
I was wondering what that sound was. Ow.
Oh, did you actually hear that?
I heard something in the background. I couldn't tell if it was the controller or something else.
Oh, God.
We can afford all this? I hate to ask, but will we clear a profit on this op?
You need not worry about such things. But yes, we should be fine. Where the proper equipment can make or break a mission, we should have the best. That miss with the anti-air missile last month was a painful reminder of this lesson.
Ah, yeah. I see what you mean.
Sorry,
Kevin,
man,
tell me stuff.
I have to ask. Where did Mr. Lightning Bolt come from anyway?
Ugh, seriously? All right. Well, I told you where I got Raiden from, right? World War II, the Japanese had a plane called Raiden. The Allies named it Jack.
Yeah, I remember.
And my real name's Jack. So yeah, they codenamed me Raiden.
They being the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Never really suited me. But it's better than... Jack just reminds me too much of the past.
I hear
Fair
you.
enough.
Someone once told me, you can find your own name and your own future. After that, I dropped Jack for good.
Right. And this lightning bolt business?
Well, the Rai part of Raiden means thunder, and Den is electric. So Raiden is basically lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was explaining that to Inmani, and he just busted out laughing.
So he called you that as a joke? He was basically just giving you shit.
Yeah, he actually had a pretty good sense of humor. He was one of the most charismatic men I'd ever met. I don't know much about politics, but being around him, you could just tell he was a natural leader.
Such a goddamn shame.
Mm-hmm. I won't let it happen again. Desperado ends here. Comic book villains and all.
Yeah. We're counting on you.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Oh.
Now for Courtney to make fun of me for the same thing.
Roger that. Save complete.
Saving.
I thought we'd get back to our little history lesson. What do you know about the Patriots?
I know that they were behind everything we talked about before with the SOP system. People thought these 12 guys controlled world politics and the global economy from the shadows.
And they were right. Except there weren't 12, and they weren't guys, or even human. They were massive AI networks.
All the better to gather information on a global scale, or censor it if they wanted. They'd manipulate factions to keep wars raging, all while selling arms to both sides. The PMCs made billions too, of course. SOP was the Patriots' masterstroke. They could control battles directly, down to each individual soldier. The system might even still be around if the AIs hadn't all been destroyed.
I'm impressed. You know your stuff. Not many people have even heard of the Patriots. More than when they were active, but still, not many.
I mean, we
Almost
couldn't
no
even
one knows
say
they
it.
were AIs, or that
Basically.
they're the real reason SOP went away.
Well, the few that do know aren't going to talk about it publicly. Even the world leaders.
Especially the world leaders. The people would panic, assuming anyone believed them, which they wouldn't. You can find speculation on the net.
It's kind of hard to believe if you think about it that way.
It really is. But that's usually Metal Gear in a nutshell.
Made it into the
Yeah, that's kind of the
mainstream.
point.
Just another conspiracy theory.
I'm not surprised. It's a little hard to believe, you know? It just sounds crazy. When Kevin briefed me about all this in orientation, I thought it was some kind of BS detecting test.
Doctor, what you got for me?
You have anything more on these cyborgs?
Only what we went over in your briefing, if you had been paying attention.
Sure wasn't.
Standard military-grade cyborgs. MCFC integrated carbon nanotube muscle fighters. Impressive response time and power yields when focused correctly. Most will likely possess extrasensory skills as well. Infrared vision is almost standard these days. They can function without breathing for short periods of time.
Okay. Nothing I didn't already know.
Not all cyborgs you face will be the same, of course. You may notice a range of different capabilities. It all depends on the manufacturer. Muscle fiber and neurotransmission technology is advancing all the time. Of course, you have the very latest science has to offer. A typical cyborg is no match for your equipment.
If you do say so yourself.
Typical cyborg.
I realize combat is
that's a
about
statement
more.
nowadays.
Shame that'll change real
Situational
fast.
awareness, predictive ability, nerves. One must determine a course of attack or defense and execute on a moment's notice. Reaction time is key. Cyborg enhancements do not change that.
Agreed.
Fun fact, Doctor shares his VA with none other than Doug Dimmadome from Fairly Odd Parents. That's amazing. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Mugetsu asked earlier, so is the reason you like the codec calls that you get character interactions and lore, world building at the same time? Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, again, you don't play through a Metal Gear game, you don't play through most of Metal Gear without eventually liking the codec calls. And I honestly, like, the dialogue and the banter between everyone is really well done. Like, Kojima and crew are good at banter, even if it's all very, very lore-heavy at times.
Yeah.
And jargon-based. But,
Very tongue-in-cheek at
but
points.
yeah, no, like, otherwise, like, that's one of the fun things about it.
Nope.
Greetings, cyborg. Are you my brother, Rex Racer?
No! What? The timing on that!
Oh, yep. This fight.
Chin!
Hey, give you a shave.
Shaved my jaw. Ninja.
Doggo!
And you are?
I am IF Prototype LQ84I.
IF Prototype.
Interface Prototype. All autonomous UGs feature high-level onboard artificial intelligence. An additional prototype interface enables verbal communication. I possess an intellect far beyond human reckoning.
You don't say. Okay then, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here?
What a fucking troll.
I am here to kill you.
Good answer, to be fair.
Yeah.
Why is everyone triggering the Frank?
You are his brother.
Why is everyone punching Speed Racer now?
That's it? Pretty simple thinking for such a mighty intellect.
I may analyze orders, but I may not disobey them. Should I disobey a direct order, my memory would be wiped. I must destroy you.
What good is an intellect if you can't use it?
Your taunting is pointless. Exterminate!
I roar into nothingness!
Hey chat, I'm just gonna say this. We'll say this early. Just do me a solid. If you know a certain segment's coming up, don't spoil it for those who have not played this game before, because you all were mentioning that it was Wolf before we even got into the fight, or he had even shown up. So just do me a solid and don't spoil that for people who are new to the game here.
I don't remember anything about what any of the enemies do.
Yeah, someone's like John. No, I knew Blade was coming up next. That's why I did the codec call when I did. But yeah, no. After very soon, we'll be going into blind territory for me.
When was the last time we played this? I don't remember.
On stream 2 years ago.
Yes.
In real life, it was 3 houses ago.
Back to the John measurement of time.
It was before the apartment. Let's put it that way. Like, we weren't streaming on the regular. Oh, I timed that wrong.
Chainsaw tail. Back in the corner, what do you do? He jumps out.
Oh, right, he locks on.
They've been doing such a good job of helping.
Yep. Well, it's a gecko this time, so.
A little bit better. Bit of an upgrade.
A little bit. Hey, good thing we practiced this earlier.
Smash that button. You're the one with the chainsaw tail. I'm not sure if that's civilized either.
Oh, I missed that one.
Uh-oh. Doesn't look very super efficient to me.
Oh, that barrel did not help. Jabba, 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 jabba.
Directive, liberate, nation, ensure freedom.
What would an AI know about freedom?
Kaboom! B rank.
Not bad.
Sub-weapon tutorial is now playable. Well, let's get this.
Why avoid the neighborhood?
Door. Out of the way. Data storage 2. Anything else around here? I don't think so.
Don't see anything from my angle.
There we go.
Hooray, health.
Let's just go ahead and chop this up.
You didn't need this, did you? Explosions.
Perfect. Alright, well, before we get to the point that I remember
clean.
hating, let's go ahead and do this.
This dog UG, most unusual, yes?
You buy all that? About it being sentient but having no choice?
Well, there is not evidence to prove it. It could be programmed to say this, to weaken your will to fight.
It'll take more than a talking robo-pup to phase me.
Then again, there is not evidence it is not true. Considering the pace AI is advancing, it is not impossible.
So, what then? Should I have spared it?
I did not say this. In any case, the mission takes priority above all else. This dog UG tried to stop you and it failed. This can only be a good thing, yes?
What was up with that wolf dog UG? Some pretty freaky shit.
Hadn't thought too much about it.
Really? I keep wondering, why give it intelligence if you're not gonna let it think for itself?
Good question.
Irony.
I mean, I guess it makes sense if it improved combat performance.
Now that you mention it, it didn't fight like your typical UG. It felt more like I was facing off against a cyborg.
Oh. I guess the added smarts make for a tougher opponent after all.
That's not what I mean.
Slightly.
It wasn't really tougher than your average UG. More like it was, I don't know, hesitant. It didn't follow through on its attacks either.
Guess that's why it was still just a prototype. But then why put it out on the front lines?
Who knows? Maybe it was the field test. In any case, probably not the result they were hoping for.
I mean, you broke it, so yes.
So you're not dead. That was the result they wanted.
You know, I almost felt sorry for the little guy.
What? That UG? Why? Because it couldn't disobey its orders?
Yeah, that, and I don't know, it didn't seem especially interested in fighting you somehow.
But was it really thinking on its own? Maybe it was all just an act. Get me to second guess myself.
You could be right. It's just...
So now you and Bo switched
Like
places?
just another UG to me. Maybe it's because I'm such a dog lover.
That was no cuddly puppy, Courtney. It was a wolf, and a nasty one.
It had a chainsaw, Courtney!
I know. You're right. I didn't mean to sound critical. Whatever it was, it attacked you. You had no other choice.
Didn't have much freedom myself, did I? Doc, my fuel cells are running low. What happens if I completely tap them out?
You will lose the ability to perform any action which requires a great amount of energy. But even when your gauge reaches 0, you retain basic movement. You can walk around and swing your sword. Use this time to absorb more electrolytes from your enemies. Recharge your cells as soon as possible.
Roger that.
Alright, now tell me about the dog.
Most fascinating opponent, wouldn't you say?
What did you make of it, Doc?
Well, everything it said seems feasible enough. It's true all UGs feature high-level AI these days. Given enough time to adapt and learn, a neural AI could certainly become able to comprehend speech. Then, with the right interface, speech and conversation will be possible.
But what about it having actual intelligence? John Searle disproved the viability of the Turing test back in 1980.
I didn't expect a Turing test conversation, alright.
It looks like a person doesn't mean it's really thinking. It could just be following some program designed to make it seem as intelligent as possible.
I'm impressed. You seem quite knowledgeable in this field.
I had a pretty memorable chat with an AI once, about 10 years ago. After that, I did a little reading.
Ah, yes, of course. The Patriot AI. I heard of this.
Was it actually intelligent, or just programmed to pretend? I'm still not sure.
I suppose it depends on how one defines intelligence. For example, many term chess-playing AIs and such as having sectional intelligence. Some in the field believe that sentience or self-consciousness is a necessary part of the definition. When you ask if this UG had intelligence, I suspect this is more your criteria?
Yeah, of course. Then you could ask, how do you define sentience exactly? And on and on and on.
I love how people are just
Indeed.
like, yeah, it needed scissors.
These terms
61 of them.
indicate a wide variety of meanings depending on one's understanding. Perhaps it is less important to ask if the AI was intelligent or not than to ask how did the AI operate. After all, labels are useful only when they further pursuit of the truth. And that, as you well know, is the goal of all science.
Sure, Doc. Thanks. I guess.
That is very much not true. The goal of science is just to try shit. That is very much just kind of the essence.
Hope that something doesn't explode. Or
like,
really want it to explode. Really, it depends.
Yeah, it's just like, what happens if I do this? Let's find out.
Alright, let's look around here. Yeah. So, knowing my luck, and since there was an update when I turned on the game, this will probably be fine, but in the past, this bridge in particular was what kind of soured my mood on the game. What? Oh, because he's dead, that's why.
Yeah.
Yoink! Oh.
Oh, hi there. How does a shield stop that sword?
Not anymore!
Hey, not well enough. Give me your spine!
Thanks for the spine juice. Oh, shit, I did the wrong button.
The age-old complaint. Fuck, wrong button!
Yeah, I meant to actually, like... I meant to actually parry, not go into the, into focus mode. That's the one reflex I need to kind of curb right now. I don't know why I'm using the triggers so much. Someone said try to get the Bayonetta controls out of your mind and you'll enjoy this more, and that is a hard thing to do considering... This is also the run button, so it's also a dodge per se, so that's what's gonna keep messing me up for a little bit. I know that this is technically my dodge, so I need to just be more cautious of
Slide.
Yeah. More aware of that. Alright, here comes this bullshit. Let's see how it goes this time.
It's a copter!
Oh, thank Christ. Alright, so that scene there. I don't know what was happening when I first played this game. But the explosions were happening ahead of where things were supposed to be. So I was literally jumping into areas already falling down. And that happened, I think I said, what, like 20 times. Basically, it super soured my mood on the game. Literally, that scene kept breaking, and it was just like, it was pissing me the fuck off. According to GameFAQs, you are not actually alone. Oh, well, that's weirdly reassuring.
I mean, there was patches, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Welcome to the next boss fight.
Yeah, right into the helicopter. So I fought this helicopter, and it's the scene right after this that I stopped.
The first part was weird that you go from Metal Gears to a helicopter.
Well, come on. It's not like there's any precedent for fighting a helicopter in Metal Gear. Oh, right. I didn't actually equip it. And you're just not going to let me do that in the middle of a fight, is it? There we go. Should I waste the homing missile? I feel like I should hang on to that. Yeah, I stunned it! But I'm not going to get up there in time. Oh shit, it came down to me! Oh fuck!
Yep, out of range. Chop, chop!
John, what's a Russian gunship doing here? High D, S rank.
Huh.
I'm gonna go buy some health upgrades. That was a save point, right? Let's make sure.
I think I saw a save outcome.
When in doubt, call Courtney.
Roger that. Keep up the good work. Hey, Raiden, let me ask you something. The Patriots. Why would AIs do all of that? I can see why people would want all the money, but AIs? What did they stand to gain from it all?
Who knows? Maybe they didn't even know. Optical Neuro AIs aren't your typical PCs. They learn over time, change in unpredictable ways. The core AI, JD, was bent on expanding the war economy. Maybe to fund the Patriots' other activities. Or maybe that's just the way it evolved. Like a secondary objective that took over. One of the other AIs said it was created to filter out unnecessary information, gossip, trivia, all for the sake of future generations, to drive the evolution of the human race. Or so it said. Was that the truth? Or a lie? To manipulate me? Who can say?
To think. Something like that. Running a nation. And America, no less. It's terrifying. Thank God they were all destroyed.
But did it really change that much?
Maybe not. Contractors still gotta eat after all. Soldiering for hire's always been a risky business. But at least before it was good money. There was a decent chance you could get rich and retire early. All that disappeared during the SOP years. Demand was high, but the workforce was flooded. More and more soldiers were willing to work for cheap. It got so you'd have to work years before you could even pay back your initial training and insurance fees.
Yeah, I can see Sundowner's point.
The global recession certainly didn't help. Unemployment shot up across the US and the EU. Even if contractors gave up and packed it in, there weren't any jobs waiting for them back home.
The irony is the recovery was all war-driven. It wasn't a general recovery at all. Not only did globalization exploit the poor countries, but it crippled first world employment too.
And SOP's gone. But now we've got these PMCs that are basically mobsters. Just thugs in uniform.
Yeah, not a pretty picture.
Alright. Let's customize.
Hell yeah. Upgrades.
Okay, we've got 15,000 BPs. That should let us enhance our sword at the least. Yeah, so 6,000 upper damage. How much for the next health increase? 8,000. I can get both. We'll get both then.
Perfect.
Oh, no, literally there's only one endurance I can get currently, and I already have it. So let's upgrade the sword then. Yeah, we're gonna want... Which are we gonna want out of these two, I wonder? So, we'll use less energy in blade mode, or gain energy back faster. I think both health and fuel energy. Actually, that might just be actual, like, sword mode, so we can get in sword mode more often. Alternatively, we can upgrade our fuel cell, which I actually might do. Or we can buy some more skills, but none are really jumping out to be as necessary at the moment.
So yeah, just the uppercut, which, meh. That's decent from what I remember, but...
Well, actually, I'm thinking just gonna get the fuel cell then.
Okay. More choppy chop mode.
I do like the fact that you can go to customization whenever you want and spend it. I do find it really weird that you have to reload checkpoints because of it, though. You can double your health and blade mode energy, but most of the upgrades are found in the chapters instead of being bought. Interesting. All right.
Back to grenades.
Might as well. Really have the rocket launcher because we were fighting a helicopter.
So, yeah, we just one-shotted it. It's a box.
Another grenade. Oh, an EM grenade. Nice. Yeah, it was one of these hostages up here that the game fucked up on. Because it said, like, you saved them! And then they got shot by a random AI. Like, oh, they died. Raiden, how could you fuck up? And I was just like, yeah, after all the other shit, I just got sick of it. After the bridge fiasco, which... Yeah,
it was just a little bit on top of just a bunch of the last straw, as they say.
Yeah. Again! Pretty much how it happened. So yeah, that after all the other shit that had happened, I was just like, alright, fuck off, I'm just done with this. Oops, well, I guess that works too.
No more birdie for you.
If there's a guy to shoot them, you haven't saved them. Yeah, but like the game was like telling me I had saved them. That's why I was like, are you for real?
It went back on its word.
Yeah, you can fuck right off at that point. Okay, so fuck, who was it? Trojan that posted that earlier from Shuckle? Where's that message I saw earlier? I might have scrolled too far, but they answered what was going on here. Yeah, from the trolling Shuckle, Puppet Master said this. That's actually a known glitch with the bridge scene. It was fixed in the Steam version. Fucking of course. But hey, we got through it here. That's the important thing. So, but at least it's good to know my actual gripe I had with the game was actually an issue. So, maybe we can still salvage this yet.
Yeah, now they also just make another UG out of all of it.
Really?
Yeah, you're the one that said salvage.
Touche. How am I gonna get up there though to get that? I don't think I can.
Zork, essentially the bridge was uncompletable. The explosion would happen in front of John, so he could not cross it. He just got stuck there.
Yeah. I kept dying over and over on the bridge because it was physically impossible. So if you're wondering why I was jumping non-stop, that was what I remembered actually being the only way I got through it successfully. That's why I was jumping so much on the bridge, although I'm pretty sure you just need to run. It's implied all you need to do is run. I can't get over to that, can I? Oh no, I have to go the long way to get that. Can I even? I guess I can now.
Might as well, we're here.
Okay, one down there. I really hate the fact that I have to like be on the ground to do that. Whoa, no, pick it up, Raiden. Jesus, don't jump off of it. Fuck.
Man's got too good of ups.
Yeah, mission 2 unlocked. John finding glitches never. Yeah, exactly. That never happens.
Hey, we've never had that happen here on a Proton John stream. Everything
never been an issue I've had to deal with.
Some kind of electronic lock on the gate.
Most likely it opens only if you have the right ID data stored in your left hand. Perhaps you could find a cyborg with access and,
God, you and left hands, Doctor, really?
Cyborgs around here, Doc?
Why not double back? Check the vehicle route again. You know, back at the entrance to the old city. Who knows? Maybe you can hitch a ride. Most likely, platoon commanders carry correct ID data for the gate. Use enhanced mode to figure out who to hit.
First, let me cut this box.
See why I just...
Get that hand right.
No! Shut up, Doctor! I'm gonna open it myself!
What? Red was right there to begin with. Okay.
They're not smart.
No, it's good to see Stealth has not. That's reminds me when I first played Far Cry 5.
Here's our boy.
Can you give us a hand, please?
About that.
Right. You missed them all? Well, you just have to get your way through.
I forgot I had to detach the arm. I didn't expect him to explode.
Welp.
It was still barely attached, too. God damn it.
Yeah, no, I thought you cut it for a second.
I thought I had too. That's what pissed me off. It looked detached, but I guess not detached enough.
That's like nearly headless Nick. Going to Harry Potter reference of all things.
Bad news, there'll be more dudes because you set off an alarm. Oh well.
Yeah.
Choppy. You really gonna? Okay, whatever, game. We'll do it this way.
I should have guessed you would choose this route.
We had no choice, Boris.
You told me to do this, Boris. I'm calling you now to complain.
So I get past the gate and into the hotel. Then what?
This road ends at the hotel. Enter and you should be able to reach a hill from the roof. That hotel was used by the Nomenklatura, high-ranking Communist Party bureaucrats. All destroyed now, of course, but in Soviet days, full of luxury. Anyway, you should be able to reach a hill from hotel roof. There are more Soviet ruins past that hill. Get through there, and you will reach the rear of the refinery.
Head for the hotel roof. Got it.
So, Ryder, who was this that told you to find your own name? Before you stopped
here we
going
go.
by Jack.
The one and only Solid Snake. Hero of Outer Heaven, Zanzibar Land, Shadow Moses. The list goes on.
Right,
Snake.
Right. Guy's a legend. I forgot you knew him so well.
Yeah, he saved my ass at Big Shell. Not to mention a few times after that. I've lost count. In terms of pure combat ability, he's one of the greatest soldiers I've ever seen. But it's not only that. He knows what's right, and he just gets it done, period. No one can stop him. I've learned a lot from him. He'd kill me if he heard me talking about him like this.
Wow. I didn't know you were such a fanboy. I thought you were gonna start crying there for a sec.
Very funny, Kev.
Seriously, though, did Snake know he had a stalker? Hey, relax. I'm only ribbing you. I just wish I got to meet the guy, you know?
I know.
You're no fun.
A bunch of people asking, isn't Snake canonically dead by this point? No, actually. This is the game that confirms that he is still alive at this point. Yeah, this is the only reference canonically past Metal Gear Solid 4. And notice that he never refers to Snake in the past tense.
Yep. Maybe if we get invited to Smash, Kevin.
Foxeye hasn't killed him yet? I know, that's the thing. That's left up in the air. We're not supposed to know that answer. But, there's implications that, like, they found a way to keep him alive since, you know, the end scene from Metal Gear Solid 4 anyways heavily implies, like, hey, you should probably keep living. Maybe keep trying to live, Snake.
Affirmative. Save complete.
You know, our last chat got me thinking about all the problems.
He's actually
with
listed as
PMCs.
dead in the Japanese version? Oh, man! Don't tell me it's just a translation thing.
Ills, then?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Konami. They can just reverse that very easily.
That's your solution?
Well, not yeah, now they can, I guess, with Kojima out there.
Reputation, eh? To what? I know you like private security provider, but that'd be PSP. Private military security? PMS?
Well,
There you
the
go.
Montreux document uses PMSC, right? Private Military and Security Company. A bit more comprehensive. And a bit more awkward, too.
Also, he's a woman in Japan.
Seems
This
like
is
he
not
never
near.
caught on.
This is not near.
Yeah, we only use PMSC on contracts or when we're specifically excluding older style PMCs.
I guess once a name sticks, that's it. Old habits are hard to break.
Right. Besides, I think we're past the point that a name change would do much for the industry's image.
I get your point. Though it did work once before. We don't call them mercenaries anymore, do we?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the company that exiled a Belmont because she dared to be a girl. No, it's because they fucked up the goddamn storyline numerous times with
Can
Sonya.
I recharge off any cyborg? Even a non-military unit? Not that I ever would, of course.
A pedestrian cyborg? I very much doubt you will encounter any of those on this op. Besides...
Against the rules of engagement, I know. Like I said, just curious.
In theory, then. No, I would doubt very much that you could. Even from those that opted for complete body replacements due to injury or illness, you know. Though I have heard of some very wealthy clients who wanted to fight the effects of aging.
Doctor?
Ah, yes, good question. No,
Oops, shouldn't have said that out loud.
FCs from pedestrian cyborgs is unlikely. Most non-military enhancements use polymer muscle fiber that is a generation behind yours. Carbon nanotube would be a bit much for anyone who wished to lead a normal life, you know. And polymer systems can be powered by rechargeable electric batteries. Organic muscle fiber, which allows extraction of nutrients from the bloodstream, does exist, but it requires artificial blood for sufficient power output. This so-called white blood requires regular dialysis and was mostly phased out once cyborg technology became mainstream.
Shh, Highway.
Some use
We're listening.
tissue to take nourishment from
We're
the body's
talking to
natural
Doctor.
blood. But such systems are more regenerative medicine than cyborg technology. I'm sure you'll agree.
Gonna have to wait. Shoot your guns quietly.
Or no, if the body is equipped with a ceramic bone structure.
Can't get energy from non-military cyborgs. Got it.
Well, one moment. I have more...
Thanks, Doc.
Okay, now we can shoot guns. If they worked. Hi Wang, buddy, thank you so much for the raid. Hope you've been doing good. It's game clearing! Subs rather, have voted on Metal Gear Rising Revengeance being this month's game clearing game. So every Monday we'll be working through this till we got the game beat. From what I've been seeing, it's... What was the time frame I said here? It was like 7 to 11 hours was recommended? On how long to beat? Metal Gear Rising, say 7 to 11 hours, and I think that might be including the DLC. Juker seemed pretty adamant that we should do the DLC, and since I watched a friend play through Jetstream Sam's DLC, probably will. And it will probably be also longer because we've been doing the codec calls. But it's a Metal Gear game. It's a Metal Gear game. You do the codec calls.
You sit there and you listen, damn it.
You learn that lore. Oh shit, that was fast.
He's got a sword.
All right, gun boys, you need to stop. Or I would say that if I could reach you. Oh my god, he's still going. He ain't got no arms. He don't care.
Got no bloody arms. It's a flesh wound.
Oh shit, I wasted that!
Uh-oh. Spine juice.
Mmm, delicious spine juice.
Cut. Collecting all the spines.
Yay! A rank.
Hey!
We got a rank.
Indeed.
Some animals just not give a fuck and start kicking you if you cut off their arms. It's honestly hilarious. Yeah, I was impressed that guy just kept going. And then the game was like, you know, if you cut off his legs, he can't do anything. I'm like, okay, sure. I'll believe you, game.
Say, if I cut off his chest, I can get his spine.
Game wants me to go up there. I'll take this tree with me. Perfect. That'll help.
Grow tree.
Wait, the fountain can be destroyed? I guess that makes sense. No fancy water fountain for you.
Now you get your water from a normal fountain.
I hope no one's drinking out of that fountain, to be fair.
It did not look good. Though, how much do cyborgs even need to drink?
I don't know, they need coolant.
Yeah, I guess.
I think water counts as a coolant.
I don't think it's a very effective one compared to what they can get.
True. 3D photo frame? What? What?
I don't remember this.
A display that uses stealth camouflage technology to refract light into a 3D image. It'll take more than a girly magazine to get the attention of emotion-suppressed cyborgs. This should do the trick. It's a fucking holographic porno mag. It's the holographic porno mag. Excellent. Finally, we've put the boobs in Metal Gear Rising. If we're not counting Courtney. Let me check. Okay, those are just the two we have there. Ultra porn.
Hyper-realistic porn.
There's a grenade up there.